Hello guys, it's me Rishanjan Das from RRDz Music, and today in this video I'll be teaching you how to make an emotional progressive house. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. So let's begin with the tempo. I have 128 tempo and I'm using 3 different varieties of kicks. So here's the first one. It's quite punchy. Here's the second one, classic one. And here's the third one. You can barely hear it. So all together this sounds like this. Pretty cool, huh? So time for a clap. Same as the kick, I'm using 3 version. This is the first one. This is the second one. And it's the third one. All together sounds like this. So now I'm going to add a snare which will be used in the drop. So I put a lot of reverb on this and lowered it. So I'm using a hi-hat. Now I have 2 patterns. I mean 2 different sounds for the hi-hat. This is the first one. It's a simple pattern but very useful in the mix. It's the second one. All together. Okay, so I'm using a simple ride. I have it in different velocities and I use the stereo shaper to make it more in the background and then lower it. Now I'm using a tom fill just for the drop. Let me find a sound. Not this. Not even this. Oops. Finally got one. So here's the pattern. So now let's make some chords. As it's an emotional progressive house, so we will need some emotional chords. Here they are. So for the chords, I'm using 2 different paths or 2 different sounds. They are all are from JMS, and this is the first one. And here it is, the second one. Second one is a string. So I have put them in a bunch of presets, but it's not a bunch. For both of them, I'm using a side chain. For that, you're hearing the whoop whoop sound effect, and it's in the different track in which both the tracks are rooted to. So you can see both the tracks are rooted to this track. So here's the love filter where I have made a volume envelope like this shape, which acts as a side chain. here are the chords, I mean the emotional chords. So one thing I forgot to add is a reverse chord. So what is that is, it means I just recorded the first part of the chord, like this part. I exported it into web file, and by clicking file, export, then choosing web file or any file, you can use it to export, but I used web file. Then I just checked it in the FL Studio, then I just reversed it, as you can see here. Reversed it and just mess around with this in and out knobs and the length, and here's how it sounds. It sounds pretty good in the mix. It may not sound good here, but it sounds better in the mix. So here I made an automation for the sidechain. To increase the sidechain, I just made this automation clip with swells. I also added a volume automation, which is quite useful in the end part at the outro. For this, I just took the chords and cut the first part of it, then place it there, as you can see there. Then I automated the sidechain to go all the way down, as well as the volume. So next we have the counter melody. Here mostly counter melody use plugs, and I do that. So I used plugs, two different plugs. One is plugged, which is a stock preset. And the second one is a flex. So I put a bunch of effects here. Like for the first one, I use fruity reverb, increase wet all the way up, and delay at the tick 4 and decrease the value. Then for the second one, I use fruity reverb, but I didn't use delay as it was there from the default. Here's how it sounds. So now, just as the chords, I made a reverse counter melody. Sounds like that. Now, time for some effects or effects. Here's a smoothie riser. This is from my sample pack, and a sweep, which is a noise swells down sweep. but reversed. Altogether, this sounds like this. Now I added some water drops effects. Okay, so that's pretty much it, and time for arrangement. I made this simple arrangement for you, and here's the final result. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like the video, hit a like. If you really like the video, subscribe and share it with your friends if you find it helpful. And just want to say that all the sounds which I'm using here are from the sample pack Cymatics, and some of them are from my own sample pack Augustine. Comment down below, or if you want me to send it.